It was actually pretty energized. It was a lot better than it was yesterday. I was a little concerned after yesterday. Obviously, yesterday was a very emotional day for everybody. To be perfectly honest, I'm still a little moved by it. I had a chance to spend a majority of the day yesterday with Ty, but I mean these type of situations are never easy. Something you can't get used to. I mean I've been in this business a long time, as a player and as a coach, and I mean this is year 38 for me on this level, and it still hurts like it did back, even back in my playing days. So it's just something just get used to.
Are you the interim coach?
No, I'm not. I'm not the interim coach. I am. I'm the voice right now. I'm sure you guys are aware that there is some talks that are going on. I don't know if any type of agreement or settlement will be made. I am prepared either way. I'll continue to do my job, but right now there has not been any type of agreement.
What agreement does there have to be? Technically, you are under contract. You're the most senior assistant that they have.
Right.
So
Well, taking a step up to the next position. I, along with my agent, we've been in contact with the organization about some type of restructuring of my contract. No agreement has been made, no settlement has been made, no decision has been made as far as I know. Yesterday, I was getting all these texts about, being named interim, and everybody's texting me. I said, no, that has not happened. But talks went on all day yesterday. They went on this morning, and no type of settlement or agreement has been made. And I don't know if one will be made, to be perfectly honest.
without getting too far into details, which I understand are part of the negotiation, do you want security if you're going to take on this role of kind of steering a franchise that's in transition?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not a very, the way I look at it, it's not a very complicated situation. I mean, obviously this team is going in a different direction. With the group that we do have, and with the decisions that have been made, with the organization, we're certainly going in a different direction. And I would like to be a part of it long term. To be perfectly honest, I've been through the rebuilding process as a player and as a coach, and I feel I know what it takes. Certainly, when you talk about rebuilding, it's not an easy thing to do, and it's usually something that takes a little time. And if it's going to take some time, I'd like to be part of that. And I made that I made the organization pretty aware of that this something's not going to happen overnight. But I'm committed to helping out and doing what it takes to be a part of that. And in order to be a part of that, I feel that it's going to have to be something done with a little bit more security, and that's something that we've been talking about. And as I mentioned, there hasn't been an agreement that has been made.
What is your job as voice of the team?
I'm basically running the show. I guess it's like being a substitute teacher. And I'll be out there, and as I did today, ran the practice. I will be sitting in front of my computer tonight, watching our last game against Atlanta. I'll have the team up tomorrow morning. We'll prepare for Atlanta. I'll coach the game tomorrow night. So, yeah, it's kind of like being a substitute teacher until we find out, what happens.
Sometimes having a sub though is like a day off from school, if I remember right.
Yeah, not in this case. Not in this case. No, this
How
is.
coachable is this group?
Oh, very coachable. Very, very coachable. Yeah, I think we have a good group. You know, the guys were. I thought they were a little flat at the start of practice, but I did a little something that it seemed to stimulate them, and they seemed to enjoy it. And from that point, we kind of cruised into a nice practice. But no, it's a fun group. You know, it's a good group. I like what I see. Certainly, guys were still emotional about yesterday, and I took that in total consideration. But I thought what we needed to get accomplished today, I thought we did.
Knowing that Kevin won't be back for a while, Coach, what has to happen in the short run to just get that first W and get back on a good track?
You know, it's a you know, when you're in this position, it certainly leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You know, and the one thing that I told our guys as we broke for practice, let's just kind of turn a chapter. You know, let's start with kind of a new slate, and let's not really concern ourselves with those first 6 losses. You know, let's see if we can come out tomorrow night, and let's be different. You know, let's be different, and you know. I think they understood exactly what I was saying. You know, with all that has happened within the last 48 hours, it really is a new chapter. And you know, whether things do work out with me or not, still enough has taken place for this team to say, okay, let's sweep those first 6 under the rug, and let's start a whole new slate.
Coach, you mentioned doing something in practice to stimulate the team. Can you tell us a little bit about what you did?
I can't tell my secrets, man. I can't tell my
Just a little bit?
I mean, it wasn't anything. Well, it actually was out of the ordinary. Just a drill that most teams do. It's a 3-on-0 drill. But it starts with a 3-on-0. But you build it up into a 13-on-0, and you do it full court. Everybody touches the ball. They have to be organized. They have to be together. They have to communicate. They have to have spacing. And you can see while they were doing it, they were all chattering. The wheels were turning. You can see that they were engaged, and that's really what I wanted out of it. And they just seemed to respond from it.
Last year when you took over for Ty, the players seemed to embrace you. Have you gotten to the point where you do feel a little bit of that at least?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that part of it much. Like I said, I'm still trying to get over yesterday, to be perfectly honest. I didn't get much sleep last night. And I woke up this morning with Ty on my mind. But I haven't really given that a whole lot of thought. I just knew I had to get this done today, as far as making sure that the team was organized for practice, the things that I wanted to do in practice, the things I needed to do as far as getting this team prepared for tomorrow night, and I got that part of it done. So I'm really happy with the way things have gone thus far.
Do you plan on coaching no matter what tomorrow night?
Oh yeah. I'm coaching tomorrow. Yeah, no matter come whatever happens.
Do you have some kind of deadline in your head about when you want to have some kind of resolution one way or the other?
No, I don't. But it was something that me and my agent talked about in length last night. I don't have a deadline. If it does not work out with me, I hope things can be resolved sooner than later. But I don't have a real deadline, to be perfectly honest. Yeah.
Did Ty give you any advice on coaching this group before?
No, he did not. I mean, I've been around it. I've seen it. He and I have, we've been joined at the hip for the last 5 years. I know the group. He knows the group. No, we just set up. Actually, we set up yesterday, and we just kind of we did more reminiscing than we did anything. And you know, I think he knows how I feel. You know, there were several times where I was sitting over at his place, and we were actually watching the Browns game, just watching the game, and man, just sitting there, and I had to catch myself a couple of times just from getting emotional, because that's something, you know, he and I we go back, you know, all the teams that we've been a part of together, being a part of coaching staffs together. I mean, I didn't tell him how much I appreciated what he did for me. He was my first call the year I got let go by Milwaukee. He was my first call, and I never forget that. You know, he just kept saying, "Man, you got to come here. You got to come here. You got to come here." And I said, "Man, listen, I think I'm gonna take off a year just to kind of recharge my battery." No, you can't take off. You got to come here. You know. But no, he has been he's been a true pro throughout his playing career. You know, I coached him as a player throughout his coaching career. He did. I mean, the job that he did here has been unbelievable. Has been. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's done. But before I left him yesterday, I just told him how much I appreciated him. You know, just told him how much I appreciate him, and I know he's going to be. He's going to be okay. He was still, you know, he's still being tied though. Tie's going to be tied. But I'm gonna miss him.
You mentioned watching the Browns yesterday. You may or may not know they fired their coach today as well.
I did not know.
And we hear all the time from people like you who are in the business a long time that when you're a coach and you get hired, you're one day closer to the day when they say your services are no longer required. And Ty just went through that. What does it feel like? Does it feel like a body blow? Do you know it's coming? Is it an ego blow? Just talk about what it's like.
I think it's a combination of all of that. It certainly doesn't feel good. Let me be perfectly honest. I think different guys have different ways of dealing with it. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. But you understand, you know, getting into this line of work, that those chances or the probability of that happening are very high. You don't know when it's going to happen. Sometimes you do have wind of it when it's going to happen. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it just blindsides you. But it's not a good feeling. But again, you as a coach, you understand the nature of this business, and that sooner or later one day that you're going to experience that. And like I said, different coaches have different ways of dealing with it. And I guess that's pretty much all I can
Do you have any
say.
doubt Ty will coach again in this league?
Oh, he'll coach again. I think he'll coach again. Yeah, he's a good coach. He's too good of a coach.
And is there a part of you, as much as I'm sure you want this opportunity to have a contract formalized, to have some level of commitment from the team? Is there a part of you that says, you know, maybe I don't want this, because then there's the inevitable hurt that might follow?
No, that's not a part of me with that, because right now my competitive juices are still flowing. And as long as they flow, I'm going to be out there instructing. And I've been blessed. You know, I got my health, I have my strength. I still feel I have that competitive fire. I still enjoy teaching. I like teaching young guys. So no, I'm committed.
So you want this job? You want them to say you're the man?
I would love that. I would love that, and I would love my players to know that's how it's going to be. But you know, this business is it is what it is. It's how it is. I'm hoping something can be resolved. But if it's not, again, I'll continue to do my job. That's not going to stop me from doing my job. But yeah, I hope that could take place.
You mentioned this being a rebuilding